Hello and welcome back to the Hunter Classic. So today we're here on Timbergold Trails to test out the brand new Stutzen 30-06 Bolt-Action Rifle that was just released today. So the first thing I noticed is that it kind of looks like the 7mm break action rifle in the design of it. And the second thing I noticed is that it can take a wide range of scopes. You have all the ones that can go on the rifle, such as the 243, the 300, the 270, and this 30-06 can have the most powerful scope, that being the 2 to 10 by 42. And it does take the 30-06 nodular partition ammo, which is the same ammo as the classic 30-06. So let's look at the loading animation. So it looks pretty good, and as you can see, it's got a 3-round magazine. We'll see if we can look at it in third person. So definitely a nice looking gun, and the fact that it can have the more powerful scope definitely is nice. So the reason that I'm here at the archery range is just to see what the fire rate of this 30-06 is. So I'm going to be spamming my left mouse button to see the absolute maximum speed that this rifle can fire at. Not bad at all. Definitely a weapon you can use for animals that will potentially be running. So, with the looks and fire rate test out of the way, let's test it on some animals. So we've got a mule deer buck out here. Not a super long shot, but it's not really close. We'll give the gun a test. Performed as expected. I kind of like the chambering of the next round sound as well. So what I want to do today is actually test on the 3 big game species down here on Timbergold Trails. So we're not going to go up for bighorn sheep, but I want to get a mule deer, a Rocky Mountain elk, and a grizzly bear. And if a gray wolf comes out, we'll get that too. But I just wanted to give the gun a test on some of the medium to large game species that are in the game. And so far with the mule deer, the gun looks good. I was hoping to get this grizzly to charge, but it ended up spooking. Maybe it'll charge now. Yeah, there we go. So actually, I'm going to take the scope off because I want to look at the open sights. And we'll actually, hopefully have the bear actually charge us so we can get a look at the penetration. Or it can just turn last second. Okay, let's see what kind of damage we did. I did hear the bear just go down. That's actually lung blood on the first shot, so he must have had single lung. And I think we hit it again. At least we should have been really close, if nothing else. Yeah, there's definitely a second bullet hole. So, shoulder blade, right lung, and then hip bone intestine. I was hoping to get a front-on shot, just to see what the penetration would be like if we could go from, say, lung to intestine or something like that. Maybe we'll get to do that with the elk, or if another bear shows up. I do want to go grab the mule deer just to see what kind of damage we did, though. I heard the grizzly bear call on the way to pick it up, so I went and got her first. Okay, so let's see how we did on this mule deer. Should be double lung, but I just want to be sure. Yep, double lung indeed, and shoulder blade, so definitely plenty of power there. I'm not sure with the grizzly bear if the shot was my fault that it was only one lung, or if it was unable to penetrate through both. So that's why I want to test on a elk. Okay, so we've got an elk here. Hopefully he will give us a front-on shot just like that. Let's see what we get here. I tried to place that in such a way that it would have the ability to actually hit the organs behind the lungs. So we'll see how we did. Take a look at what we got. All the way back to intestine. Beautiful. So we had left lung, liver, and intestine. And you may have noticed the shot was a bit high, so that's probably why we missed the stomach. And of course, being front on, it's pretty tough to hit both lungs. So that's pretty impressive, the fact that we got that kind of penetration. It wasn't a long shot. I wanted to take a longer shot, but those elk came in through the trees, so I didn't really have the chance. Well, I think that was a pretty good test. We definitely saw that the gun's got the power to take down some of the bigger animals in the game without any real trouble at all. We saw that it can take a wide range of scopes, which is quite nice, even if you only own the 243 and that basic 4-power scope that comes with a guest membership. You can even put that scope on this gun. So the gun's 600 EM, and you don't even have to buy a scope if you don't want to, which is quite nice. It can actually take, of course, the 3 to 9 and the 2 to 10 scope as well, but it can take the 4-power scope that goes on the classic 30-06. So if you prefer that reticle, you can put that on as well, which is pretty useful. And as we saw, the open sights are not bad either. I was able to pretty easily put a well-placed shot on that grizzly bear running at close range, but that can be tough because you're having to move the gun quite quickly to keep up with the animal because it's so close. And I was pretty easily able to do that and put a long shot on it. So the gun, I think, in my opinion, is the best looking 30-06 in the game. The first 30-06 we had, it's very beat up looking, just looks like a gun that you've taken on a lot of drive through a lot of brush. And the classic 30-06 naturally looks just a bit older. So this one's very nice, very sleek design. I'm a fan of it. So that is my review of this gun. Hopefully you guys can make your decision on whether or not you'd like to purchase it from this. And I really hope it did help. So with that, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. And I'll see you in the next one.